Well, one day I hope these educational institutions understand that all they should be in business to do is to bring out from within what nature's already put in you, not to put anything else in you. That's totally impossible. Nature, you are nature. You know how powerful and how strong you are? Do you know what you represent? You are the universe. Check it out one day. Learn about your body. Learn about the universe. 9 planets to the universe. You have 9 holes in your body. That's an accident. You know how powerful you are. You know how powerful you are. All we should ever do in these educational institutions is just bring out what nature's already put in you. And if we ever learn to do that, we'll solve all the problems of mankind.
Now, knowledge is something we all know about. It is conveyed to us through the public school system. We live it every day. Everyone who comes into the world practically is trained into some phase of it.
These times got me so in touch, I'm hands-on. Going through the 8th house, bout to transform. Divine self and walking in the energy scorpion. Some might get offended by this peaceful offering. Inform the people that the ignorance is costing them. News falsely reporting them, the government extorting them. Clearly I peep this amongst all the secrets and creatures. Evoke strength, repent any weakness. I ain't cool with them, burn a public food system. You know how the madness flow, conforming to the status quo. I think different, move cosmic, speak logic. Stay in my lane, I refrain from mundane topics. It's hard watching the brain washing the same options. College or military, prison or cemetery. Limited visionaries, nation lacking dignitaries. So there's no dignity, just statues of liberty. Not with the games being played inside the industry. Don't have my pants sagging, don't want my thoughts carnal. Not with our music being hybrid, it's easy to farm you. Not in tune, so you can't hear nature trying to alarm you. My spidey senses keep me opposite the senseless. Unaccounted for, never filling out the senses. Certain of my assertion, never straddling fences. Return of the Jedis, the force so relentless. Control my appetite, it's all hype what they feeding ya. Never a medium, at fault is the media. They got a hex on them, push gossip and sex on them. Project on them, a lower vibe and death on them. Not with the suffering, under no circumstances. People still bluffing with their status and it hurts their chances of living life in their right state of mind in the matrix. Face it as we complete this facelift. Yeah.
This idea of knowledge, however, is the way we have decided to teach our children. And knowledge is very largely concerned with the problem of getting along in this world. How to live in the environment which no one really fits into exactly.
I don't need a concept, you can keep the formula. As a seed had to breastfeed from a warrior. I don't need to follow rules, I don't need a college school. I ain't gotta write 16s, that's what the knowledge do. I don't need to water down, I ain't taking off my crown. Read too many books, look, I'm an author now. I can levitate without lifting off the ground. I don't wanna stay in line, I'm just trying to save my mind. I don't even watch the news. Life's a mystery, but y'all don't even watch the clues. Lost in ancient times, stay aligned with serious light. Illuminates my spine, didn't want to pray in time. Learned of a great design, I think, with a savior's mind. I'm the brightest star, I need space to shine. True celebrity, I'm celebrating myself, I'm too heavenly. Life soundtrack, each day's a new melody. Life is a crime, each day's a new felony. When you ain't healthy, free raised too selfishly. Didn't need a swine flu shot, but ate celery. Kale, sea moss, fruit, veggie, cell therapy. So my soul moves through this maze too stealthily. Speak to wise men in these days too seldomly. Kalik alchemically changed the whole industry without being part of it. Where artists were sick, I helped pop, we should sell black, I'm hard to forget. You don't need a credit score when your karma's legit. This is real, not an act, I ain't part of the script. My lineage is indigenous, we brought it legit. I'm hard to forget, shine more the darker it gets. We did it again, might kill it, rip through your kin. My mind brotherhood, roll with the invisible men. Holograph rap in Tokyo with digital games.
We have a great deal of education, but what are we teaching? Are we teaching the individual to grow, or are we trying to train him for a job? We want to be a little wealthier, we'd like to be a little more famous. The great values do not grow because we do not permit them to grow.
That's right, divine right. Like the rhyme was tight, you shine in the limelight. My mind like InDesign to design types. Universal format, performance, activate. The timeline impact my pace. I practice patience, plant roots, acclimate. Stack the papes, get back to base stats, stay elevated or sky high medicated. I celebrated marriage, celebrated birth, celebrated land, my little piece of earth. A celebrated man who give a speech at work. It's like my rap days, but nothing beats the perks. I know it's probably the beast at work, but if the truth make a decent verse, for real, let me explain something. I came from nothing, I campaigned, but the game hit the reset button. My call of duty was raw, rap, war. I rang bells, hell, they fell into the trap door. That's right, divine right. Like the rhyme is tight, shine in the limelight.
The mind, which receives its info from the mental reservoir, hearing and arriving as thought waves to the mind. Thought, the most powerful force on the universe, initiates all action in the brain. Activity carried out on the physical plane, which is only a mirror of the inner workings of the mind. That which is assumed to be
powers, powers, powers. I will meditate up to 1,000 hours.
You, the people, have the power to create happiness. Let us use that power. Let us all unite.
When I release DMT from my pineal gland, my chakras rattle. Then I leave my physical body and levitate. That's astral travel. My third eye's fully activated. I'm free, I'm not trapped in shackles. And I've been to the 5th dimension and saw my future and past unravel. One day I will build my eco-village with bricks and stacks of gravel. But for now I'm fighting this war on consciousness. It's a nasty battle. The powers to be show no compassion. They see you as rats and cattle. These humans are living in hell. You're living your life all relaxed in castles. Powers, powers, powers. I will meditate up to 1,000 hours. Powers, powers, powers. This world is mine and yours, it's all ours. My mind's regenerated and it's elevated to the highest of platforms. So I use my third eye vision to see if I ever get lost in a sandstorm. If I get stuck in a blizzard and I'm freezing cold with no transport, I will use my powers to heat my solar plexus and keep my hands warm. Don't be small-minded, you cowards. Embrace your powers, stand tall. You can manifest anything using your mind and imagination, I'm damn sure. Positive intentions key, no negativity or bad force. Just change your diet and do some meditating and watch your life transform. Powers, powers, powers. I will meditate up to 1,000 hours. Powers, powers, powers. This world is mine and yours, it's all ours. Microdosing psilocybin mushrooms, I will never stop it. Cause it helps improve my vision and turns my eyeballs telescopic. And we're all telepathic. I'm speaking deep, of course. Our human brain is more than capable of reading thoughts. It's a lethal force, I'm obsessed. I will train my brain to move objects. That's telekinesis, frequencies connected like cobwebs. I'm talking facts, I confess. If you don't believe me, then drop dead. Truth is stranger than fiction and life is a mystery. Like Loch Ness, this human vessel will die one day. The body is not everlasting. I will tell you the key to a long lifespan. Don't eat meat and try fasting. If you're eating a plant-based vegan diet, you will feel your health peaking. Meditating, grounding and sun gazing, that's all self-healing.
Let us fight for a new world. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. By the promise of these things, brutes have risen to power, but they lie. They do not fulfill that promise. They never will. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people. Now let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us all unite.
Shine, light, and amplify. Open your sight, let it multiply. No inhibition, that tests the mission. Releasing your soul and letting it fly. Sonically born, spiritually warm, lyrically heated and mentally spark. Bursting the flames of consciousness, transcend the flesh and stoke the heart.
Feel the power.
Let shine light and amplify. Open your sight, let it multiply. No inhibition, it's just a mission. Releasing your soul and letting it fly. Sonically formed, spiritually warm, lyrically heated and mentally sparked. Bursting the flames of consciousness, transcending the flesh and stoke the heart.
In you,
it's in me,
an MC. That's all we know.
Hieroglyphics came triumphant, reign, uncontained, running through the plains of some hunted slaves. Emperors who were meant to be entered into the end of the world as it's spent to the heat of the sun's temperature hot. Distance measure how many flows I got. Persistent pressure as we get this cheddar for the business and the betterment of my folks. All my green stars mount up, ready, let's go. We sustained by the earth cause we came out of her. The devils get slain when I sling slang hotter than a lot of lava. From the Bay to the Bahamas all the way to Cabo. We parlaying clocking dollars like good fellas. Suckers get jealous cause we make lettuce and we still rebellious. And the industry could never jail us. All my niggas free to be ourselves and our records still sell. This is hip-hop Olympics, hieroglyphics the dream team. Rappers living out of their means, trying to bling bling, get your fat chain stole, get your whole crew exposed. We done had them hoes, dawg. I'm magical and when I grab these flows out the hat it blows them back to the last 3 rows. We mashing, massive action, pack shit, hit them with a passion and that's it. Powers that be.
It's in you,
it's in me,
an MC.
That's all we know.
The powers that be.
It's in you,
it's in me,
an MC.
That's all we know. The powers that be.
It's in you,
it's in me,
an MC.
That's all we know.
The powers that be.
It's in you,
it's in me,
an MC.
Nowadays niggas wanna ball, they just wanna brawl. I'ma give them natural law. I'ma give them natural law. I'ma give them natural law. Nowadays niggas wanna ball, they just wanna brawl. I'ma give them natural law. Nowadays niggas wanna ball, they just wanna brawl. I'ma give them natural law. Yeah. I'ma give them natural law. I'ma give them natural law. Natural law, naturally aligned with God's plan. Never worried or wondered about the man. I'll be damned. Conscious acts with actions. Best believe you need a plan. Let's take it back to the ether. 7 elementals, compatible components up in his dream. The only real enemy is me. I'm my own opponent. I gotta own it, and God knows it. He whispered in my ears and said, "Young man, stay focused. Always have hope, even when situations just seem hopeless." So you know me, I had to overdose this flow. Living in a cold world that's cold as snow, 33 degrees below. God's advocate, don't you know? I can never really sell my soul. Wisdom is more valuable than silver and gold. Peace of my mind, now peace is bestowed. Say nowadays niggas wanna ball, they just wanna raw. I'ma give them natural law, yeah. I'ma give them natural law. I'ma give them natural law. Nowadays niggas wanna ball, they just wanna raw. I'ma give them natural law, yeah. I'ma give them natural law. 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 Natural law. Natural law.
Whoever had staying power and came and was true, those are the real ones. I want to do something that's going to improve hip-hop moving forward. I want to make real records that's going to really be historic. You can't put no rules on what I've done. The 15-year-old kids don't understand. They don't know what that's about. But the guys that understand rap, you know what I'm saying? They understand what that's about. And that's what Jay's trying to do.
I'm one of those conscious artists talking that change the world shit again.
You can't even absorb the rhymes I record or resolve the deep laws of the physics involved. I travel to the end of the universe and beyond.
Stronger than ever, my intent of the universe. Coming of immortals is the strength in the verse. That's the power.
Lyrical resonates universal law. The into God.
Information, universal laws in line. The true guidelines actually right or wrong in real time. Yeah.
Check it out. The universal message of all which is true.
It's running through me like it runs through you.
Universal is the message of all which is true.
It don't matter black or white, down with red.
Universal is the message of all which is true.
Rebirth across the earth spreads through the crew.
Universal is the message of all which is
truth. Come on. Know the state of the world.
Understand, man, universal law.
Every single place except deep inside ourselves.
Daylight said it best, you too busy keeping it real when you should try, keeping it right before you
try keeping it real, yet you should try keeping it right.
I only trust natural laws and follow intuition. Now man-made flaws, I involve non-fiction.
My lessons of progressive consciousness, universal law of justice, bustus, I speak with experience.
There's always havoc on the physical plane. I use my cosmic law to maintain.
Rewind that, I'm not just a sign cat. I came to give your spirit and your mind back.
Protected by universal law, still intact. Protected by universal law, still intact.
Hip-hop hermetically sealed, we supersede. Hip-hop hermetically sealed, we supersede. Hip-hop hermetically sealed, we supersede.
I'm the gorilla, robotics will run in a scare. Just to find that the zero's the ground. Coming to my temple, have a seat at the round. Feel the power.
But don't forget about the A, signifying the ancient lessons learned. Throughout my days I've earned the sweeter vibrations of a higher state. Been known to call it home, screen the phone, rejuvenate. Still waiting for the light to hit the blind spot. A remedy for mind rot, who endeavors to occupy my prevalent time slot. I vocalize, too deep to localize. Even when I'm right on the surface, you act surprised how I work this, but I can't lie. Many a good alibi, I'll catch you later.
Come into your knowing and power. You understand?
Never walk with distorted views of life. Intergalactic's how we write. See, it's more than just mics. Got the powers of nine ether going through your speaker. What's that? Nine ether flowing through your speaker. Never walk with distorted views of life. Intergalactic's how we write. See, it's more than just mics. Got the powers of nine ether going through your speaker. What you got? Nine ether flowing through your speaker.
Hey there. Come and find what it is to breathe in the arbor of the power. Hey there. Take attention. May you find the light of power.
Okay, you want to know the truth?
No.
You want to change things, but things won't change. You want to think this is baby better than long range. Strange things, strange days, strange ways at times. It'll be my last breath if I just can't rhyme. And even if I can't rhyme, I still must shine. Divine powers of mine, exercise of my mind. Even if I can't rhyme, I still must shine. Divine powers of mine, exercise of my mind. So expeditiously I use every vocabulary word to burn ease and see the degrees. Equivalent to the thirds of bird. Cannabis, sativa, breather, legal 2,000 public houses surrounded. My astral plane, my train of thought. Take it forward, make it hieroglyphic, scripted. Whole style, think like mustache. You must stay, give me a break, you little silly simple. Then break it down into little bite-sized repetitive, wonder rhythms. Well, miraculous, attacking this acoustic tracking. Some MC be mastering style before they practice it. And one time hits, fire upon that, like a big head. They can't deal with. You got strange names and ways in these days and times. Still ain't trying to round it back to over mine. We dash through that, fully employing that. Ripping your toy raps, collapsing your world, purple and black. You ain't got facts beyond that, you mad whack. And we got cats moving in the back, for the vibes you need tracks. Repeat 2 lines back if you ask crap. Cause I can do bad by myself like I really don't need help with love that I share with my brothers and my sisters. Boy, I tell ya, I miss a girl. You wanna change things, but things won't change. You wanna think this is baby better, think long range. Strange names, strange ways, strange days, time. It'll be my last breath if I just can't rhyme. And even if I can't, I still must divine powers of exercise of my. Even if I can't, I still must divine powers of exercise of my.
I'm keeping all these heads taking signs of life for joke. Even my family's fronting on divine words that I spoke. Never for once thinking of the true meaning of life. Living on beats and rhymes, making sure shows be tight. Now I see there's more to the omnipotent existence of the all. Individual with justice for all. Maintain, never fall from grace. Golden rule, let its earthly place. We exist, trapped for years. Blood, sweat, and tears in this experience tremendous. Creative thoughts, endless, infinite style, splendid. Still, it's no props unless you on top. MTV, BET, Hot 97 radio. radio spots. Living the life of this underground starving artist. Even without rhymes, I still shine like the sun Horus. Worldwide, it's enormous. Actual gems, word is born. You peep the chorus. Just peep the chorus.
You wanna change, but things won't change. You wanna think, better think long range. Strange days and times. It'll be my last breath if I just can't rhyme. And even if I can't rhyme, I still must divine powers of mine, exercising my mind. And even if rhyme, I still must divine powers of mine, exercising my mind.
Yo, it's the scientific, bring nonchalant throughout the snippets. Emitted like a ticket to the civil rights picket. Most men of my invented, heavily heard, conjure descendant, dominant vengeance, prominent through every sentence. Amongst the system, defenseless to the illest victim. Deaded those who slaughter considered the act of barbarian. We keep it idle, dreaded. Men are cut, men are gone, speaking the natural, non-fabrical movement. Into it, atonement, peace and harmony moment. Give you overdose motion, out my locomotion. I keep you open like the cold, blowing out your nose, poking. Eyes open, the wise slogan. Define focus on the ever-living mode of the essence. So the lessons, define abstract. Now your beating drum sessions. Impact the world oppression with nuclear tension. And hit the panic button, aiming the weapon in your direction. With no time for a split.
You wanna change, but things won't. You wanna think this is baby better than strange in times. It'll be my last breath if I just can't. And even if I can't rhyme, I still must divine powers of exercising my. Even if I can't, then I still must divine powers of exercising my mind. You wanna change things, but things won't change. Think this is baby better, think Lord. Yo, strange ways, strange days and time. It'll be my last breath if I just can't rhyme. It's all we are fronting cats. All y'all cats be fronting. We don't care.
To the sound, word, power, the revival, you know, existing, Babylon, stay strong, carry on, hallelujah, reality.
Let it be said.
Let us begin with a prayer. True word, true soul, true power.
Welcome. You welcome to the revival. See. Welcome. You welcome to the revival. We stand here with both feet planted in this concrete, staring at the beast. Staring at the beast. I spread these thoughts cause these thoughts are necessary. I hope you listen with an open ear to make it clear. I'm looking for the sucker who stole your soul, released it and replaced it with a blue-eyed, blonde-hair vision. Listen carefully as I speak of the unspoken, unseen, clean. Know what I mean? I tasted the water, so I'm here to testify. This ain't no lie, it's guaranteed. It's do or die, with no artificial flavors, no substitutes to make it seem more than it is. What it is a damn shame. I ain't here to name no names, just here to say these words. When I'm gone, you'll know that I came to the spot. Drop these lyrics like hot rocks. To the beat, hip hop, you don't stop. I hope by now you know we know fear no man, no trick your dicks, no nuking rich, no man trying to govern another man on stolen land. Damn, how did we get here? Yo, how did we get here? Damn, how did we get here? How did we get here? Hear me now, for too many lives have been taken by unruly means, as a means to capitalize with my blood. They'll scrub your damn flows, don't fight your damn wars. Now you give me more chores, royal as a queen, but you treat me like a whore. What else do you want? What more shall I do? Pursue, no longer blinded, we winded, found out the truth. From having Judas in my house to over 10
You see, ever since Moses struck water from the rock, I've talked like this. And ever since the flood swallowed all of Babylon, I've walked like this. Bare feet embrace dry earth and thanks for firm placement. We embark on migrations. In a land littered with bones, we found stones that rose in holy forms, adorned by man from times before. They stood quiet, forgotten and weather-worn, and we began to record that which was written in sedimentary souls. Behold, as our parchment unfolds, the code inscribed inside describes the structure of life, cycles of strife and rebirth immersed in the rhythm of the tide. Each prophet lived till he died, but the words he wrote in stone and bone fragment, eternally alive. Bend back the bow, let fly thy arrow, may it glide, guided upon zephyr heavenly, to find vital mark and strike down mortal enemy. Unholy forces forge formidable foes to test the strength of the golden warrior born from the sun's warming glow. And though the war rages, magi and sages disperse through desert waste with sacred gifts and ancient prayers upon their lips. They sip strength from the ever-living spring, origin deep upwelling from inside, stone purified, it feeds these mountain streams. Sacred source discovered, we hover ethereal over life-giving waters. Sons and daughters born aloft by the unshakable will of the mother force. Forms purified by annihilation, we retake shape in the shadow of her greatness, till we cast glow back into her darkest spaces. You see, ever since Moses struck water from the rock, I've talked like this. And ever since the flood swallowed all of Babylon, I've walked like this. Bare feet embrace dry earth, and thanks for firm placement. Facing annihilation, we embark on migrations.
Know that all the power that is in you, period. And if you can grasp that, then your life becomes very blissful.
My power, I don't forfeit, I outsource it. I'm a star in my orbit, in my own fortress. I got the force with sign divine rhyme sunshine for you to absorb it. Condemn religious and government terror cells like John Travolta and Swordfish. They're full of bull, call it horseshit. My celestial body, no, you can't cork it, extort it. Report it if you mind, don't support it. Report it on record, check it introspective. Indivisible, individual, collective, respected. Beware the subliminal, invisible, criminal, neglected, infected, subjected, invested, crescent, arrested, molested, tested, and rested, no pressing, compression, lesson, lesson, reflective, suggestion, no half-stepping. Or you learn it as a lesson. Take heed, take the lead, and you best believe that the aftermath is reckless. Make a choice, use your voice. It's your responsibility to accept it. Got the building blocks, life is Tetris. Read between the lines for the message. I hope you get this.
Rise up, mixtape.
Is that you are more powerful than you know. You are more powerful than you know.
Take a look at the sky, stargazing, forever star blazing, life's amazing.
In a sense.
Thanks to the ancients, and in these sacred places, draw strength from the surroundings.
I rap in unbodied languages like wrapping your body in bandages. I heal you with pharmacopias beyond the scope and field of potent yields of herbs. The dope I deal is words of hope that fill you with Hertzian frequencies. You speechlessly burst into priestly verses, non-verbal communication with the deeds and purposes of herbally soothing sages. You heard of the truth of ages, but there's truths ageless, beyond your perception, beyond your senses. Eons of immensity await you in densities of ancients. Your self's conception is changeless, it existed in depths primordial. I spit lectures inaudible in metahertz. You see the letters burst into fractal prisms that fracture your vision. Your ears collapse from the rhythms unbecoming. Perhaps you'll envision and blast through the prison you're trapped in. Rapping is a precision neurolinguistic hacking device, slashing and slicing and verbally gifting you with the afterlives. Facts from religions unfathomed from the beginning of times. I'm blending it in rhymes unending. I chime them like the sun setting over alien landscapes. I'm railing man's fate into puns, wetting them with the oneness of the universe. True to the first tenders of the hearse embers burst into cinders as I combust these words tremendous. My purpose is to endlessly search to the ends of the earth till I blend with the circle like Enso. I verse you in mental with verses elemental like the periodic tables. 144 four elements. Symbiotic fables spun that roar and soar with elegance like soaring pelicans. Stomp you like hordes of elephants if you disrespect Gaia's forces intelligence. Of course it's relevant, don't expect higher powers to help you if you're a lying coward with hell's food on your plate. I can tell fools by the state of their spirit. There's thirst in your soul, this slakes it when you hear it. There's no faking these lyrics. I spake them etheric, non-cognitive. I sam prajnata, my prajna is prominent. Ajnana is ominous, jnana prajna and sacha my continents. I roam them freely with poems that free your domes as I'm breathing omens. If I'm reading, you should know to just leave me alone. If I'm weeded, I'm in zones you can't reach on your own. Recognizance, I hone my cognizance, Mahatma. The prophet is inside you, a prophetess. Let them speak wisdom, I'll leak it like an octopus, spilling ink and revealing thinkers' philosophies. Forget Socrates or Aristotle, they're just mockeries, the hair's immortal. Your air is bottled, you live in a cage. Your appearance is scared and modeled. You're Citizen Kane, but you fear tomorrow. I shed tears of sorrow for you. You're clearly spoiled, so open up your eyes with hope enough to rise to the occasion. There's fires blazing in your mind's passages. Find them and align with your synaptic connections before you snap your neck protected. It has to get hectic before it gets better, like torrid and wet weather. Forget getting protection, it's better to expect it than get depressed. If you're restless, then get some rest and move on. I write jewels and songs, spite the foolish throngs that strike me with my writings. I fight with light beads that strike at hyper speed. H2O spliced into hydrogen seeds. Combusting is my thrusting apparatus. I'm blushing at my status as a lotus blossoms divinity. I notice the forces of Trinity within me. Trimurti's entities, mind, body, and soul. I rhyme with karate scrolls, timeless and oddly bold. I shine like the gods' abodes and the stars that glow. I'm Martian flow, but not martial, no. I'm partial to those who impart particles of snow in their oracles. Not articles of gold or sharp articles of clothing. My molecules are glowing when I speak. You can't clone what I seek like drones or sheep. I condone the meek, but I don't condone the weak. Hone your speech if you battle me or reap bones and sleep from deep tones unique and steep homes that teach as it had to be. Seek Om instead of blasphemy. Dreading the mastery of self is hazardous to health. My capacity for stealth is parallel to none. Like staring down the barrel of a gun and blasting it, then removing it faster than the moving blast. But this is not a movie and you're not a movie cast. This is scientific fiction, the alliance of glyphs and wisdom. Scripts that are written in graffiti that glistens. Heed me and listen, believe me, what's hidden within you beyond what's forbidden and sinful is the essence essential. Lessons from Kingu and the blessings of Hindus. Lessons from Kingu and the blessings of Hindus. The blessings of Hindus.
They keep us in darkness and ignorance of the true reality of our true potential and learning the path of remembrance. Because in truth, these motherfuckers and their meat puppets have no power. They have no fucking power but when you give them. How does it get power? By you giving it power. So why don't you give yourself some fucking power?
It's a matter of importance to me that you be lucid and aware of what you're able to be. Since I was able to see the lack of limits, I've been infinite, and this is indiscriminate. Isn't narcissistic. Arson isn't always meant to be destructive, it's an art form. This is my attempt to start the fire that makes you art more, and logic less, cause logic since the dollar has been off of it. I'm offering a sentence that could bring you back to sanity. Empathic but emphatically, I plan to see you mastering the art of your existence so that everyone can benefit. Then on and fractally it blossoms into everything, and mindfully we intervene, i.e. create reality. I used to hate this word, but now I know its definition, and I've learned to trust my family. I see all 7 billion, so I deem it time to DMT you all with my opinion, and I pray to my creators that just one of you will listen, cause the light and divine truth was always inside you. I'm here to remind you that you are not what confines you. You've traveled through time to arrive at this line, and now you are in a vessel designed to invent and define truth. Illusion divides you, but you are the limitless vine through which everything vibes through, and I'm here to remind you that you are the light and divine truth. It's always inside you. I'm here to remind you that you are not what confines you. You traveled through time to arrive at this line, and now you are in a vessel designed to invent and define truth. Illusion divides you, but you are the limitless vine through which everything vibes through, and I'm here to remind you that you are. I am the Illuminati of my own reality. I am not afraid of those who benefit from apathy. I am not a slave to any entity or anything. My mission as a cell is reconnecting us with everything. inevitably, everything is bound to evolve, cause that's the nature of the fractal that we're also involved with, revolving around a nucleus that nuclearly powers us. But I've comprised a theory that suggests we really power it. Power is the act of understanding what you're standing on. This is not the planet I was born from, though the mastodon is part of me. I'm partially a particle lost, time and space, but I'll remember when they're blasting me off that I am everything. Free from the pendulum I may never be, but I control my darkness just enough to make a friend of it. Addendumless, my Bible is remembering the ultimate. Then every channeled verse is holy text because we come from it. And every son and daughter is my bleeding hearted counterparts. So I will find the others and remind them that we have a heart. You're part of God whenever you remember, and I'm sure now endeavoring forever on the quest of showing more how the light and divine truth was always inside you. I'm here to remind you that you are not what confines you. You traveled through time to arrive at this line, and now you are in a vessel designed to invent and define truth. Illusion divides you, but you are the limitless vine through which everything vibes through. I need only remind you that you are the light and divine truth. It's always inside you. I'm here to remind you that you are not what confines you. You traveled through time to arrive at this line, and now you are in a vessel designed to invent and define truth. Illusion divides you, but you are the limitless vine through which everything vibes through. And I'm here to remind you that you are God. I'm here to remind you that you are the light and divine truth. It's always inside you. And I'm here to remind you that you are not what confines you. You traveled through time to arrive at this line, and now you are in a vessel designed to invent and define truth. I need only remind you that you are God.
Stop living by powers you only pretend to understand.
I'm here to remind you that you are God.
I got it, you got it. I'm quite psychotic when I blaze up the bubonic. You need it, I sell it. I'm keeping the lights on when I write songs. Some say that it's solar, some call it electric. All to go to the people when Obama got elected. Some even believe they have none without income. They suffer the same outcome. To be a bum, I come from the slums, fighting over crumbs, using sex, drugs, and guns. Illuminati got your mind, soul, and your body. I'm using the music to speak truth to the mighty. These hoes acting snotty till they saw me in that black Maserati with a dime right beside me, riding shoddy in my new two-seater. Soon as you see a nigga shine, they follow the leader, even if I'm blind. Back in my lane again, I'm feeling oh so strong. Yeah, finding my way again, and it won't be long. The wind and the rain, the winds have changed the dangerous games. The God and men bred of eternal flames, the power, the praise bathed in light rays. I got mine, get yours when we write history like the winners of wars. It's more than a metaphor for the forces and fortune locked away in a fortress with the four horsemen. It's how to get a better portion. It's federal racketeering, coercion, and extortion. It's media distortion. It's girlfriend and boyfriend caught up in this tailspin whirlwind. Living in and of this world we in, but then again, even when we end, we begin in this cycle. The residents of Rome must have never seen a sight so frightful as the truth that was hidden behind the blindfold. As they really only had their eyes closed. Chi energy is vital for me to be the master over my enemies and rivals, lies, knives, and rifles. Power.
Give the power back to you. And yeah, they're slick, they're tricky, They know how to manipulate the mind and emotions on a certain level to hold you back. But it's not about pointing the fucking fingers here. It's about facing what the fuck is in the mirror. That voice inside your head. That's the hook.
The hand can't touch what the eye cannot perceive. Only to believe that these things do exist. Such silence splashes against the reverberant walls of the halls of modern man's chaotic conscience.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Power struggles, everybody's lost. Living in the bubble, can't pay the cost. Wanna show compassion, but I got no money to spend. Can't trust strangers and I don't trust friends. Never belonged since I was young. Could've given, but God kept me strong. Never had plenty, but I know we had it done.
1999 energy, searching for the higher power. Where can you be? Where can she be? Where could it be? I don't know. Do you nomadic mind travelers?
This is a lot of what it is actually going to take to become sovereign and to become the master of your existence. This is our fucking birthright as humans here on Earth, and is our rights unto existence.
Abstract paintings on walls, painted by ancient sapiens that show the sun's ray descending onto this earth. Sacred ceremonies and prayers go to the created universe. Sketches in clay pots, the supreme being carved in oak. But who's the supreme being? Is it just a cloak of illusion, causing mortal soul confusion? Or is there silent cry of hope that fills a void in their souls? These bruised and crowned for kneeling and looking to the upper ocean for the higher power, but all they see is a white owl flying over screeches the song of death. So they find it's hard to believe themselves, giving up is a possibility as they rise to their feet and take a deep breath. They want the Almighty to place the sign in the road, showing them which way to go. They want the Almighty to place the sign in the road, showing them which way to go. But all of a sudden, through all the conflicts and commotion, as those sound breaks air allowing them to the emotions. Emotion moves that lies a heavy burden upon their chest. They feel like beginning beat behind their left breast. Smile fitting on their faces as they brace it and soul. Tension release, negativity cease. Thinking music must have been played throughout the golden years. Fears have been shut down size. Realize that is the voice of reason, keeping their thoughts intact. As mind, body, and soul bond is a higher power weaving into a song. As mind, body, is a higher power weaving into a song. Listen to the music.
Just a young ceremonial master trying to capture the answers of the lingering questions that reside all inside my dome. I be feeling alone. The inquiry is everlasting. Asking myself if there is a higher power who will win the shower. Love from up above and upon his believing children and the earth that he created. The one who receives life and takes it when he desires and decides to send souls to the fires of hell or to dwell in the heavens. The more I think about it, the less I doubt it that there is a higher being seeing everything that occurs throughout this obstacle filled turf. The place of my birth, known to all this earth, just another planet in this infinite universe filled with asteroids and shooting stars that are too far to touch, only able to clutch. Who my mind is seen and absorbed, but I have to admit that it is kind of sore of wanting to do more, just trying to keep my core unrotten, and it will never ever be forgotten that I was placed on this land to be my own man, not worthless but with a purpose. Not worthless but with a purpose. With a purpose.
Does it thrive in me? Does it drive me, revive me? When I'm weak, making me strong. If so, I prolong. I believe in a higher power for too long. But if not, what is it that I'm leaning on? And am I wrong for questioning his presence? Tell me what's the essence of the higher power? So many say it's faith, but faith in what? What is it that they follow? The word of an entity in which you and I have never seen it. As far as I know, never even existed. Me being the person that I am, I can't just put my trust in faith. Cause faith ain't what's gonna stop me from falling on my face. Although it may take me to a better place where everyone's laced in white robes and halos with magnificent feathered wings sprouting out of their backs. But there's a lack of faith in me that I'm automatically to be cast into an abyss of fiery rage and brimstone, where I'm to burn for eternity and forever have my soul moan in pain and agony. Cause I didn't believe, didn't conceive, but question the facade of gods and religion. I'm willing to listen to the answers, but they're never given completely anyway. There's always a loophole or a contradiction in everything they say. So I'm led astray within my own rules, regulations, and guidelines. Cause I've got my own mind, and I find that my values are morally common. Positive is how I live my life. I'm the author of my own Bible, and by that book I live right. So in a sense I've seen the light through all of the darkness. I harness my own faith, choose my own way. Stay humble and humane, never living in vain. Cause I'ma know what it is that I believe in and what it is that I follow. Then from my heart and never be hollow, for it stays filled and generated by the higher power I created. There it is, my confession stated. My confession stated.
Stop living by powers you only pretend to understand. Out of all of the powers that shape life, our emotions stand out, both in their ability to dramatically influence our well-being in the mysterious ways that they do. See, it's your emotion that is going to stand out more than anything else.
Life is cycles of motion, lost in order, celestial revolution in the balanced order. Life is cycles of motion, lost in order, celestial revolution in the balanced order. It's my way of life, on my 10 blunt box for the week. I'm the highest man within 100 blocks. No stops to the building sessions. Me and Jolly is stressing, assess blessing. In the hells of the west, the circumstances are tested. I step like a soldier and fight, study my lessons. Like the Osiris resurrection, I have me mind. Eyes and spoon, shine like a star. I live Islam, like IRA drop bombs. Shine like I'm in rock, like a Morocco war. Educating, uplift the poor. On the millennium door, nothing is arousing. The enigma of the year 2000. So urban flowed in the process of striving to know. The blunt architect dealing with life's technicality. South Central reality got me on some black dot universality. Life is a cycles of motion, lost order, celestial revolutions in the boundless order. Life is cycles of motion, lost order, celestial revolution in the balanced order. White so-called superiority, I laugh at you. Check the chronology of Paleolithic East Africa. Achievable and antiquity is what echoes in me. What is what was, and what was shall be. What will be, all I see in all wise, intelligent, photonic being. Temporarily entombed in the finite material, the ethereal, imperial, my study empirical. Geometrical man, arm, leg, arm, head, connect. What you have is a celestial object. Feet make 4 points, shoot the square that I dare to stand on the earth's interior layer. Trying to make me a depressing, manic, might get catastrophic like a volcanic eruption. War like Osiris avenged by the son of Isis. It's a cosmic crisis. Life is cycles of motion, lost order, celestial revolution in the balanced order. Life is cycles of motion, lost order, celestial revolution in the balanced order.
And order. Chemical terms, gas. We are boundless. Our mission, avatar.
Technological development before the Stone Age. Hieroglyphics translated, I concentrated on the depth of the page. I wrote the scroller's words, jump out, manifest the flesh. Thoughts become life, materialize before the eyes. Deep in initiation, 40 feet under Cairo, Thebes. Memphis guys on my all cloud got stole by the grave thieves. Intrigued by two-bit language, predating prehistory. Pre-Caucasoid, unraveling my mystery. I'm into all contents being black like charcoal. Melanisite particle, Melanin Research Institute, read about it next article. Pardon those misinterpretations, cause it's hard for the swallow this. From racists, aka Egyptologists. Strive to be the self-master, negativity blaster. Electric current, speed of thought, I'm the light traveling faster. Life is cycles of motion, lost order, celestial revolution in the balanced order. Life is cycles of motion, lost order, celestial revolution in the balanced order. Alchemy, jolly, longevity, laws and order. Yeah, we Irish.
See, it's your emotion that is going to stand out more than anything else. And emotion, again, is where we get our magic. If you get caught into the grip of strong emotion, we often lose the ability to distinguish between rational and irrational. And in extreme cases, between the real and the manipulated imagination. Emotions can drive us to do things that most would feel that they are completely incapable of doing. That is how powerful emotion is.
Recognizing the rhyme, don't care to take
take the time to listen to the song and see what's really going on. You can't judge a book by its cover, no a track by its course. Ain't nothing in life just drawn out for us. And I'm seeing few artists amongst us, just a couple pseudo-psycho players trying to punk us. They jump up, they get beat down, lyrically clowned on stage, so they run off in the rage, trying to pump fear in me by talking tools and how they handy me. They can talk all they want, cause yo, I'm still standing. And I feel the ones who talk the most usually act the least. It's the quiet ones in the corner that's quick to pull the piece of off. They won't be harming me cause I'm out. I ain't with getting shot, fuck what y'all talking about. I don't think you fools is getting the picture. It ain't me that you're fighting against, man, I'm there with you. A hand in the air, waving around like I care. You ain't gotta tell me shit, partner, cause I'm there. What you gonna do without power? What you gonna do without power, y'all? What you gonna do without your power? What you gonna do without your power, y'all? Now, what can you do without power? What can you do without power, y'all? Now, what you gonna do without power? What you about to do without your power, y'all? I think that brother's heads is in the wrong place. It's just a couple realities my folks gon' have to face. We don't own this place, and never will until we stop them. A mentality that's got us in the hole we in now. You wonder how we gonna get out. Well, I tell you it's gonna be hard, but I guess we can start by getting rid of all the scar tissue. Cause I miss you, my strong people, even though I haven't really met you yet. I heard lots of stories about how you're gonna come and then take the time to clear the minds of the deaf, blind, and dumb. But when you get here, come check out my folks. We positive about how we live, and that's no joke. Provoking more than thought, love to shout your action. Cause this ain't no time for just relaxing. What you gonna do without power? What you gonna do without your power, y'all? Now, what can you do without power? What can you do without power, y'all? Now, what y'all gonna do about your power? What you gonna do about your power, y'all? Now, what can you do without power? What can you do without power, y'all? Incomplete packaging, all pretty on the outside with no content, but you're content to stay bent on the trend you spent your scratch on, matching modest and greed, but barely got enough to get the shit you really need. I call it power, but you ain't got no control. They got a hold on your ass and they ready to sell your soul to the recruiter. And it's funny what a man without a mind of his own will do for cash money. Moolah will make you embrace a race that hates you, make you look towards the wrong door to escape. While you scapegoat the wrong man, you distracted from doing what you need to do. Make a long-term plan and let it trickle down like economics. It's eclipse of technician study in life tectonics. 427 ways to head to the grave, ranging from deep shit to on your way to be saved. Now which one will it be? It's on you, not me. All I can do is speak and let you be who you're gonna be. But this world is getting worse by the hour, and if you still don't understand, turn off the power.
Yeah. They ain't on. The P to the O to the W to the ER. Yeah, got them all blinded, you know what I mean? It's like everybody wearing shades or some shit, you know what I'm saying? But when you turn it down and give them what's real, it's like they confused, they losing. Gotta give them the game, E. It ain't nothing. That's how it is.
Check it out. What you gonna do without power? What you gonna do without power, y'all? Now, what you gonna do without your power? What you gonna do without your power, y'all? Now, what can you do without power? What you gonna do without your power, y'all? Now, what you gonna do without power? What you about to do without your power, y'all?
Analyze the life I live. There's never been a dialect or language to describe it with. So my desire is a canvas that is live and with expression from the heart, the start of something tireless. So I revitalize, recharge, and rejuvenate. I got a lot to give, I dig deep to set the record straight. I got a lot of faith, but hope can be deceiving though. So now I listen for a gentle whisper that'll lead me home. Now I'm all alone, plotting on my next approach, trying to find a way to share with y'all, but a nigga broke. That's okay, man, you can't buy love, so take it all for granted every time they press it up. I try to understand it, but when push comes to shove, I'm just an average man in a land full of thugs. When the stresses of this life appear, whoever said that life was fair, most never take the time to see it when the light is near. Maybe they blind with fear of living in the past tense, or looking so far into the future they can't grasp it. Through all the madness, sex, lies, and drugs, somehow I still manage to have it here. Take my love. Take my love. Take my love. Take my love. Somehow Somehow I still manage to have it here. Take my love. Take my love. Take my love. Take my love. Somehow I still manage to have it here. If I listen closely to myself, I might just find out who I am and leave behind traces of my life inside a pad with pen. It's not a fad or trend, it's something that was trapped within. I didn't know I had it in the madness where the passion ends. But with the practice is the progress of an activist. Listen and you learn, but my concerns just have me battling with everything I thought I knew for so long. And the left brain don't ever like to admit when it's wrong, man. But then I finally learned to listen to my heartbeat. It led me through the trials and the pain that always scarred me. No, I'm not sorry, cause I'm not a sorry person, but I apologize for all the times I left you hurting. I'm certain that the hardships play parts in all of this. And once you get past it, your advantage is a larger gift that makes you stronger with endurance and much stamina. Relax and let the rest go. The stress load will damage ya. I hear the echo of my ancestors' vernacular, telling us what's special, blissful, spectacular. Somehow I managed to find out who I was. Now the only challenge is to channel it. Take my love. Take my love. Take my love. Take my love. Now the only challenge is to channel it. Take my love. Take my love. Take my love. Take my love. Now the only challenge is to channel it. I'm here in this time, I was born in this world. No, I'm not a slave, I'm alive, living bold, never old. Always new, try to see it in the moment. All we got is now, so I'm giving you devotion of a style and a notion profound in its focus. Guess it's in my nature, all the hate leaves us hopeless. I walk amongst the roses, take the thorns as they come. Balance my emotions so the heart beats a drum. In the rays of the sunshine, punchline come. Delivery is crunch time, once I'm done, I'll give it all back to you. In fact, I will be happy to give a little more until my form becomes absolute. That's what we here for, to give it when it's needed. Appreciate the time you have experienced the seasons. Feel it in the vibe, laugh, live and keep breathing. Understand the signs have sons and deep meanings. Why have I wasted so that much of my lifetime? Caught up in the drama where the problem's just a sight crime. I'm in my right mind now, and that's because I finally understand what I came for. Take my love. Take my love. Take my love. Take my love. I finally understand what I came for. Take my love. Take my love. Take my love. Take my love. Now the only challenge is to channel it. Take my love. Take my love. Take my love. I finally understand what I came for. Take my love. Take my love. Take my love. Take my love. Somehow I still manage to have it here. Take my love. This is it. This is all I got right here. And I'm giving it to you because I love you. I love myself. This is life. Life is
So all got to try to live life right in sight of Most High. To live life right in sight of Most High. To live life right in sight of Most High. To live life right in the sight. Hey, yo, my man, huh?
Something tight. Running through the slums, travel for days. I've been around the world with no money getting paid. But do you have the power to conquer it all? Or is the power to make you fall?
I appreciate nature and all that exists around me.
Nature is our God, we surviving over here. Natural, we keep it live over here.
Feel the power.
Adapting to reality, enchanted circumstances, universal laws, not the laws that humans created. The ancient methods are perfected and don't need to be stated.
The balance of the universe exists without compromise,
but I can't help but to rise. Look into my eyes. My days in my cocoon turn to brown butterfly. The power never material, always spiritual. My thoughts remain eternal even after my funeral. My people stay in need, so I come and plant the seeds. Some mistake the power moves for selfish hate and greed. Keep the speed at a steady pace. Serious look on my face. Some of y'all ain't gonna wake up and just go be erased. Better make a power move or you get moved on. Only a few can really maneuver in this modern Babylon. Cause it's power moves 2000. Keep on bouncing. Power moves 2000. Come on. I said it's power moves 2000. Keep on bouncing. Power moves 2000. Say what? I said it's power moves 2000. Keep on bouncing. Power moves 2000. Say what? I said it's power moves 2000. Keep on bouncing. Power moves 2000. Yeah. So in reality, you either make a move or become a casualty. The stage of game for me, that will be a travesty. So automatically a plan. Put the right people on my team. Go for it all and just manifest my dreams. I get the cream too, but money don't make this man roam the land like Moses. The iron mic in my hand, don't take the title MC lightly. My enemies wanna fight me. Came into this game to get my share. Don't care if you like me, just respect it. Give the Most High all the credit. The struggles to get to this point, never forget it. Now that I got the power, use it wisely. Secure my family, take care of my mom and see so they can live happily. Give back to the community. This is the essence. When you hear this new vibe, you attract it like magnets. Take your 2 fingers, lift them up into the atmosphere. If you got the power, scream it out. Hell yeah, hit the bass, beat your chest as the track keep on pounding. Jahi coming through with power moves 2000. It's power moves 2000. Keep on bouncing. Power moves 2000. Come on, I said it's power moves 2000. Keep on bouncing. Power moves 2000.
My level's that of a high evolutionary rebel. Serve right from the sun and me, it's only a pebble. Never you devil. My level's that of a high evolutionary rebel. Serve right from the sun and me, it's only a pebble. Never you devil. My level's that of a high evolutionary rebel. Serve right from the sun and me, it's only a pebble.
For the times you sang, for the times you cried, for the people who died to let the future survive. Blind to the world, born as a child, wild, how you never know where to go, but you gotta trust your soul. The more you know, educate your mind, expand through the time on earth, it circles conquer fear. If you choose love through God, if you hear my scream, before it's too late, too many bitches to hate have fallen. I'm calling to all within the realms of this voice. You have a choice, live or die. Why? You have the power of a rhyme. If you can't uplift your time, I'm a piece of magic in your tape left to radiate truth.
Yeah. Live for the 9 pound. Eye power, putting it down, son. Yeah. So, I'ma do this and be out. Cause you know, I got so much to say, I like no time to say it. Straight to the point as this joint gets created. I'm living for my vision, my thoughts concentrated. The wonderful underground sound is elevated and manifested uncontested. I suggest if you run in that game, you best adept it. PS Express, a multitude of metaphors, dead and all wax styles. All styles is raw. Another line might blow your mind. So if you tape rewind, hit it one more time. Hells yeah, lyrical perfection in your section, don't doubt it. I witness ice at night, then write about it in the realm unknown. With pens and microphones, this poem alone's taking over your dome. I flows like the jet stream to get cream. And in your nightmares, I'm busting off gas, that's a wet dream. But I ain't living trife in this here life. I keep mics under the mattress for target practice. Plus the eyes on the prize, wise words, no lies. Fools can see, I'm bound to rise. I seen the vision, all my niggas seem to know. I seen the vision, tell me how you living, hey yo. I seen the vision, all my niggas seem to know. I seen the vision, tell me how you living, yo. Keep it on, yo. Put it down like this, yo.
Power. You have the power. You have the power. I got the power.
Can't let it go, no. Can't let it go, no.
keep it moving from day to day. My eyes open up to see truth in the reality of what we really need. We already have. Gotta know to take it and the soul to make it. It's get up in the matrix. We gotta let it go. That deep spirit seated you can't control. When you hear a song you love and you can't let go. In the face of injustice, we can't trust this. No. Music is a strong voice from the soul. This is a strong feeling from the soul. Our connection is a manifestation of the soul. All of this we already know. We just gotta remember our soul power is the center of our movement. The movement. Cause we gotta keep on moving. Don't stop, y'all. Can't let it go. Oh no, can't let it go. Oh no, can't let it go. Oh no, gotta keep on pushing on. Can't let it go. Oh no, can't let it go. Oh no, can't let it go. Oh no, gotta keep on pushing on. More power to the people. Slow power to the people. Slow power to the people. Slow power, gotta keep on pushing on.
When we say soul power, we're speaking on the greats who through music changed our fate and state of being. When we say soul power, I'm speaking about the breath that gave life and existence to men, women, and children. When we say soul power, we're speaking on the sun that shines bright on the land that we dwell. When we say soul power, we're speaking about the force to make us rise up and carry the torch in the land of the lost. That soul power like Marvin. See, it's the same energy that keeps the movement from falling. Same thoughts that wonder why so many people are starving. Oh, praise the ancient ones. This is our call, and please protect us and give us guidance so we can silence all the wicked that goes against the ways of the righteous. It's not natural if it goes against God. Give us the truth, cause we know it's not hard to deal with realness. But the world gonna feel this one for here now and generations to come. Uplift the young life, save the babies, and teach the children. What more can I say? We stay building like
all uprise and makes music to help us find our way. Soul power is a movement. We gonna make a change. Believe that. Can't let it go, no. 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 Gotta keep that soul power. Soul power, much power. Soul power for the people. Soul power for the people. Soul power for the
That's been shown here today, that, as I said before, has the power to unlock all the locks and all the doors to all the cages. And that's what the knowledge of natural laws comprises.
Universal soldier. Scorching universal soldiers of fortune are marching in cadence and watching, debating, equating theories of life. At night I light my dome with visions of poems and hone my theories rhythmically to be hip with the unsung. Shit, my voice is just one. It's sick with tons to spun the wheel. Mirror action with the clear reveal. Enhance the surreal. Double synopsis appeal. I wield the steel divinely climbing to plateaus of classic flows like tragedies of ancient Greeks to speak the smart talk. Mystique of technique that peaks the voice box. I leave the moist spot for me to hoist plots, unlock confusion. Peel away the scabs of illusion, fusing views like a mental masseuse, caressing guidelines. And my line is coded in masterminding poetry. The ceremony of innocence intensifies, silhouettes solidify as I'm lifted and high. And from my pulpit I observe, let antiquity serve just like the last two. Making music mentally related, gyrated to expand from my diaphragm to Walkmans. My talk ends extreme in my regime respects and fosters medievalist twists just to lift up apparatuses as mad as it seems. The poetry's releasing love beams like spears in the ear. Yet it appears that I'm the cavalier, African seer, the papyrus shears, it's mystic, majestic melody telling me that I be gifted. Ooh.
felt the burst of a cursed rhyme person in megahertz. The better lurk in the dark, walking babble with the shadows battle mode, constructing that on. My music is my haven, slave the pavement, embracing ancient statements, adjacent with times. We like the masons of rhymes, sublime throwbacks that mold tracks while training in the trenches, inching forward and back. Doing that dance on the path, perhaps too strong to collapse. I sap the strength of synapse to rap words to the sentence. Thoughts drift in from a distance, staring down from mystic heights. Eclipse inside, I write that tight. Talk shit, profit concoction like soul food. Leave the noblest foes, food for my whole crew. This shit holds true, the unseen, untouched. Now known bum rush with poetry chill and cryogenic type feels under the raw L shield. Strength concealed through motor skills to heal the children through my rapture. Fashion and closed caption, fostered in awkward states. The rate of life squared. The righteous outlaw bears all, spawning yeses and y'alls. The halls echo in my calls as the walls all tumbling down. That rumbling sounds Eldonius.
Slice through to the fragility, this so-called humanity completely vexes me. The sheer absurdity of human complacency in the matters of love, compassion, grace, and peace. So you wanna come test me, quiz me, cut me, watch me bleed. See inside this impenetrability, slice through to the fragility, this so-called humanity completely vexes me. Warning, warning, women who fancy themselves warriors, goddesses, and banshees have more bite than bark. If you want to start a fire, beware the spark. The heart is delicate and hurtable, but it's also wondrous and resiliently reparable. Please don't seat yourself at the table unless you prepare to be full.
Invest in a greater power.
So you wanna come, test me, quiz me, cut me, watch me bleed. See inside this impenetrability, slice through to the fragility, this so-called humanity completely vexes me. And just in case you were wondering, in the end, I'd like to be remembered as a soldieress of God, a sometimes rethroned but still ruling queen, a fierce-ass mama, an imperfect, priceless diamond, a humble but relentless freedom fighter, a fallen and blessed earth angel. So you wanna come, test me, quiz me, cut me, watch me bleed. See inside this impenetrability, slice through to the fragility. This so-called humanity completely vexes me. So you wanna come, test me, quiz me, cuff me, watch me bleed. See inside this impenetrability, slice through to the fragility. This so-called humanity completely vexes me.
Come on! Oh, get your hands together! Yo! Let's get a soul clap! Let's get a soul clap! Yeah!
Okay, yeah, y'all ready? Now keep it going, come on, louder, come on. Everybody say soul power! Soul power! Say soul power! Soul power! Come on, soul power! Soul power! Come on, soul power! Soul power! Come on, soul power! Soul power! Yo, soul power! Soul power! Now make some noise if you're ready!
Divine power of mind, exercising my mind. Even if I can't rhyme, then I still must shine. Divine power of mind, exercising my mind. Even if I can't rhyme, then I still must shine. Divine power of mind, exercising my mind. Even if I can't rhyme, then I still must shine. Divine power of mind, exercising my mind. Even if I can't rhyme, then I still must shine. Divine power of mind, exercising my mind. Even if I can't rhyme, then I still must shine.
Understanding, understanding, and overstanding how mentalism empowers the individual. It's to grasp the laws of the mental universe and apply the same things in action to our well-being and advancement. But without mastering cosmic law, you are doomed to fail.
Natural love. Natural love. Natural love. Natural love. Natural love.
Do not tamper with natural law. Defend it.
To really know natural law is to know what actions we do not have a right to do, because taking them is harming another being or their property, their rightful property.
Spiritual truth that is natural law.